Meta Zambia is a multi-stakeholder initiative made up of the Ministry of Health, medical stores, pharmaceutical regulatory authority, civil society organizations, and the private sector involved in the manufacture and supply of medicines. Solwezi lies to the northwest of Zambia. It is the capital of the northwestern province of Zambia and has approximately 65,000 inhabitants. The main industry of Solwezi is copper mining. The northwestern province is widely said to be the next copper belt in Zambia. It is 584 kilometers away from the capital city, Lusaka. On the 27th of August 2013, Meta took a trip there to hold a consultative workshop with civil society organizations from all over Solwezi. This also led to the formation of the first Meta Focus Group.
The idea is that it has to bring people together in order to be able to solve problems. So now let's look at the slides, what they are telling us. The background. That's the structure of this short presentation. The background, the roles of sectors. The sectors are government, civil society, and private sector. Private sector, we're talking of the manufacturers, the wholesalers, importers, and even private clinics. Health, your health, my health, does not know the difference that I'm PF, I'm MMD, I'm Catholic. If you suffer, you require medication, and you require quality medicine, affordable medicine. That is our message. So each country is expected, once you start rolling out, to design a program of what is going to be made up, which is owned by the citizens.
What do we know about medicines?
Medicines, the substance that cures the illness.
Thank you. Anything else? I agree with you. But is that complete? You're true. It's true what you're saying. But is it complete? That's what you know. Adult education, there are no wrong answers.
The essence of it is really to cure an illness.
I agree with you.
Somebody.
Any additions? There should be additions. Yes, sir.
Could be either it can cure and also prevent.
Thank you. There's also treatment, prevention. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? Yes. Something else?
Basically, medicines are drugs that help to accelerate the cure.
Oh, but the fact is medicines are made up of components. So the question is, what are these components? So we're saying the active ingredient is the actual drug that cures, eh? And then what about the inactive? What papers do they say? They're not curing. What do they say for inactive? Okay.
Could you mean the two holds the active ingredients?
What? The filler, isn't it? Stabilizers, to stabilize the medicine. Eh? It's a mention of a filler. So it's to stabilize or sunlight. So preservatives. So when all these are combined together with the active ingredient, you come up with a system called a medicine. So active ingredients, usually these are chemicals, eh? And usually they have chemical names. So usually the paracetamol is a common one, but I won't go to mention the chemical names, not necessary. But you just know that there's that magic ingredient in every medicine that does the work, which we call active ingredient. When we talk about generics, have you ever heard these terms before? Branded name, generic medicines before. Who has heard it? You've heard it? You've heard it before? Yeah. So what comes into your mind when you hear this medicine is generic? This one is not.
What comes in my mind is you are showing us, eh?
No, continue.
Generic, maybe I would say in a layman's language, a photocopier of the original product.
Okay.
So a branded one is the original product itself.
Okay. So this is my definition. Okay. So that's a product which is originally discovered and developed by one. If Today, it's a common disease in Solwezi from your experience. Malaria. So, besides the anti-malarials, you know, if today I come up with my own discovery of an anti-malarial drug you've never used before, that is curing malaria, I discover it and I prove that it's working in people. It's my invention. So that drug will be, after it has been approved, it becomes a brand, a trademark, and I'll put the name on it. And I shall seek legal assistance to make sure that no one markets it, manufactures it, unless by myself. That's a brand. Quite all right, say generics are copies of brands. Okay? Imitations of brands, but with the same quality. When it comes to regulation, generics and branded, they have to meet the same standards. There's no compromise that no generic standards should be raised or branded, reduced, or and so forth. No, they have to meet the same standards. They have to compete when it comes to standards. So that assures you that they are both of the same quality and strength. This is the brand. The name of this drug is sildenafil citrate. And the trade name is Viagra by Pfizer. Pfizer were the first to develop this drug, and they gave it a name called Viagra. It was in 1998, that's when the patent was given. Then up to last year, because a patent takes 15 years. When I develop my drug, I'll be given 15 years to market it exclusively. When the 15 years expire, then it's open for everyone to manufacture. Everyone will borrow my formula and sell. That's what happens. So Pfizer in 98, they were given a patent for 15 years. Because you know what it takes to develop a new drug? What pharmaceutical companies spend? Just on one drug, between 800 million to $1 billion to make a drug. Just one. 800 million to $1 billion is what it costs to develop a drug. And it takes a lot of years, maybe 20 years, to develop this drug. So you are given time to make to recover your money and your profit. So that you're given 15 years to do it, and make sure you charge. And the person who discovers the HIV medicine will make sure that it will be very expensive so that he can recover his money. But it will only be allowed within a certain period. After that, it has to be made cheaper so that even the poor can access. But today, after the patent expired, we have a lot of generics. I've got 3. The original is still costing 330, but there's also Camagra, which is costing 20 billion. They do the same.
Very effective.
Comet 50 is only 10 billion. Diamond is 15.
But the same work, they do the same work.
That's what I'm doing, same treatment.
No.
Do you know what the difference is?
No.
The difference will lie only in the inactive ingredients. Maybe someone used the banana flavor, the other one will use strawberry. Don't copy it exactly, no.
Okay.
The other one will use a different preservative, which is maybe expensive, that's why maybe it's still expensive.
I've learned a lot, especially that the Medicine Transparency Alliance has come up with such an initiative of inviting the different organizations, political parties, and as well as private sector and also the government. So for me, in terms of transparency and accountability, it has started from the grassroots level, of which is what Meta is doing, and we confidently enough that Meta is really doing a great work, and with our support from different civil society organizations, we'll be able to work together and ensure that there is transparency and accountability even in our respective communities.
Despite working at the clinic, I didn't know about Meta, and there are a lot of things that I've learned, like the counterfeit drugs, how they come in, and how it gives me joy to know that this organization can actually help the community or the public be aware of these drugs.
This reminded me of one encounter I faced in my family. I actually lost 2 relatives due to wrong medication. And this was in the village where they were administered on expired medicine, and they actually died. So I found it very educative, and it's something which I need to take upon myself and educate the people I can educate.
Counterfeit. I never knew even drugs can be counterfeited. So I've come to learn that today. And I've known about the branded names of the drugs as well as the generic names. I now know the difference between branded and generic.
I've also known that it's important to enter into advocacy. We have to advocate about the essential medicines so that people are aware. And the strategies to be used are that we can go to the communities, we can also get the information from maybe Minister of Health. We can also advocate through the political leaders and the traditional leaders, so that people have the information that they need most.
Meta Zambia, medicines for all, especially poor Zambians.